Hello, I'm Clark County Commissioner Jim Gibson. Happy to welcome you here today. Clark County is committed to working with community partners to help our local families weather this pandemic. And in allocating our federal CARES Act funding, we've prioritized funding to direct assistance programs, to put the money where it's needed the most in the community. One of the most basic needs that many parents have is to pay for childcare when they've been laid off, furloughed, or had their work hours cut. And Clark County has allocated $45 million in federal CARES Act funding to provide grants for basic needs to local nonprofits and service providers. In addition to providing funds for basic needs like food and in the case of food, it's food assistance and delivery, child care for working families is a significant focus of our program. In August, with the onset of the school year, Clark County organized a regional subcommittee as part of our COVID-19 response task force to address child care and school programming challenges that working families are facing. The committee includes myself. It was chaired by, and is still chaired by, Commissioner Justin Jones, and officials from our local cities, including Pamela Goins-Brown from North Las Vegas, who is here with us today, Claudia Bridges, Councilwoman in Boulder City, Dan Stewart, Henderson City Councilman, and Cedric Creer, City of Las Vegas City Councilman. As part of our work, each jurisdiction created a program to give children safe places to do homework, participate in the online classes, and in some recreational activities while their parents are working. In the case of Clark County, our Parks and Recreation Department converted our traditional before and after school hours program, which was is a safety program, into an all-day program that we call School Days. The program costs $20 a day and is free to families whose kids are eligible to receive free or reduced lunches at school. Today, we are proud to announce that Clark County is providing an additional $1.7 million in Basic Needs Assistance Grant to the United Way of Southern Nevada to offer more child care assistance to local families. The additional funding will help more families secure assistance meeting child care needs if they currently don't meet the income eligibility guidelines for receiving free or reduced lunches. To tell you more about that program, let me introduce Kyle Ron, President and CEO of the United Way of Southern Nevada. Kyle?
Sorry. That's all right. Hi, everyone. I'm Kyle. I'm the President and CEO of United Way of Southern Nevada. Thank you so much, sir and ma'am. What an honor it is to be the recipient of this grant. I want to thank everybody who's watching and attending, and I want to share how your United Way has been supporting the community since the onset of COVID-19. We immediately set up the Emergency Assistance and Community Needs Fund, and to date we have put out $2.3 million to help those who meet basic needs, those affected by COVID-19. In addition, we convene every other week all the nonprofits. We also want to say a huge shout out to you, sir. You came on to our nonprofit sector Spanish speaking and spoke fluent Spanish to our Hispanic and Latin nonprofit sector, so thank you so much. But in addition, we have asset mapped the nonprofits who are serving in our community through the neighborhoods. You can see that on our website. It shows every asset that they're doing, from Wi-Fi connectivity to food, rent, emergency assistance. And then in addition, we have always paid attention to and focused our mission on cradle to career and workforce supports, breaking generational poverty through education and equity in education. So this child care, United Way of Southern Nevada, UWSN Cares Child Care Assistance Program, is totally given in part because of Clark County and the CARES Act. So we thank you. and it's part of the CARES Basic Needs Act. So we will be supporting these families, as the councilman said, that have been impacted vis-a-vis through childcare. The UWSN CARES provides up to $100 per week per child for childcare for families financially impacted by COVID-19. Approved child care providers will also be eligible for additional assistance to care for the children in the UWSN CARES program. Potential support for local child care providers includes a daily stipend for meals and snacks, reimbursement for necessary PPE and cleaning supplies or services, partial reimbursement for education support staff to provide assistance for school-aged children in distance learning, and supplies or equipment for school-aged children. All approved providers will be required to have a COVID-19 health and safety plan in place, including enhanced sanitation and cleaning schedules, limiting individuals who come into the facility, other measures to reduce the potential COVID-19 transmission. Access to quality, safe childcare is essential to parents to return to work and rebuild our economy. Thank you for this opportunity to support families and childcare providers through this pandemic. UWSN CARES will provide financial support to families of over 750 children now through Wednesday, December 30th, 2020. You may visit uwsn.org/UWSN CARES for the application for child care providers and caregivers to be approved. The initial list of approved providers will be available on our website at uwsn.org/UWSN CARES, and we will continue to accept applications from new providers that have families who benefit. All licensed child care providers in good standing and all programs administered by local governments will be approved. Parents, you must submit their application through your child care provider, please. Now, I would like to turn it over to City Council, North Las Vegas, right? City Councilwoman Pamela Goins-Brown. Hang on a minute. Sorry, baby guys.
Thank you and good afternoon. Like she said, I'm Pamela Goins-Brown, Councilwoman, North Las Vegas. I represent Ward 2. I just first like to start off with a huge thank you to the County Commission for all the efforts that they are undertaking through this pandemic. And I want to give a huge shout out to the nonprofits, especially United Way, for without this would not allow some of our families in North Las Vegas to take advantage of the child care option. In North Las Vegas, once we were told that we were gifted our child care duties, we sat down and put our heads together and came up with a phenomenal program like all the other jurisdictions here in the Valley. And we entitled our SNUMA, which is Southern Nevada Urban Micro Academy, which is it encompasses all of North Las Vegas and its diverse community. Our goal is to service as many families as we possibly can throughout North Las Vegas to provide safe child care and make sure that kids have access to technology, they have access to computers, and that we ensure that they get their schoolwork done within our program. In our SNUMA Academy, we have a 3-phase approach. We take all children from CCSD, no matter who they are. We have our micro school component, and then we have our homeschooling component where we can house a homeschool component for those boys and girls who need a safe place to come and learn. So this is going to ensure that so many families in North Las Vegas can still take advantage of this, and additional families are more than welcome to apply for this program. So again, heartfelt thank you, and we could not do this without you, and we are so very appreciative in the city of North Las Vegas. And with that, I guess I'm turning it back over to you, Commissioner. Okay, as soon as I get this, sorry. Alrighty, there you go.
want to thank United Way of Southern Nevada for its partnership in administering the new CARES Act Childcare Assistance Program. Nothing could be more critical at this time. Some of our childcare, daycare centers, and providers are also experiencing economic hardship during the shutdown and have had to close their businesses. Funding from this new program will be paid directly to licensed providers, which will also help them regain their economic footing, and it's important that we have the resource available. A full list of available childcare programs is available in English and Spanish on our website, the Clark County website, clarkcountynv.gov. The list includes, it's important that when you go there to go to Education Tools, Back to School Resources. That's where you click. The list includes the information about our School Days program that I mentioned a moment ago, Henderson's Battleborn program, the City of North Las Vegas Southern Nevada Urban Micro Academy that Councilwoman Goins-Brown just spoke of, and the City of Las Vegas Vegas Strong Academies. So no matter what jurisdiction you live in, you can get access to the resource list. And if you're enrolled in any of these programs and many others, you may be eligible to receive funding from the CARES Act grant that we're providing and discussing today to help cover the cost of your kids. The new program is another example of the way that we collaborate as a community in Southern Nevada. And that collaboration has been on display from the very beginning of the pandemic. We've learned a lot, and we're becoming more and more efficient at what we're doing. But it has been gratifying, satisfying to be able to meet the needs of as many as we've been able to meet. We're very concerned for those who have not yet been able to access any of the basic needs dollars, and hope that people will be paying attention so that they can get access to what they might qualify for. Now, we're happy to take any questions you may have, and we actually even have some experts here who can provide detail should you need it. Yeah, and they'll be available after this press conference to provide detail should you have a need for it. Well, there being nothing more, thank you very much for being here.